And we're live.
All right. Welcome back to another session of official campaign material, TM,
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus.
super official.
Yes, definitely not modified in any way. That's our disclaimer for tonight. Now, for the recap, quick and easy. The gang split up, with Asmodeus deciding that he didn't quite want to be with the main group as they went off to recuperate and regrouperate. Clever me. In Ekard's small apartment. After getting situated and sorting out all of the newfound prizes that they had on their person that weren't, we'll say, confiscated by Asmodeus, the group had a long rest, woke up the next day, and started questioning Mortlock, which he revealed some interesting facts as to the nature of his family's involvement in the Cult of the Dead Three, as well as the location of one of his brothers, someone who he believes may provide useful leverage when dealing with the Grand Duke herself. After failing to convince Mortlock to go with them, he decided it would be safer for him to flee the city. The gang was led off by Vendetta through the city streets, all the way to Low Lantern Tavern, a dockside ship that had been moored permanently. Upon arriving, you set up a fairly simple but clever ambush plan, which unfortunately did not take in effect, as Beriadan and Keya descended below decks and conversed with Amric, the favored son of the Vanthimper family. I hate these names. Why can't fantasy people have normal names? Anyways. After meeting with him and confirming that he is a straight up bad dude, TM, you cleverly decided to try and lure him away from his current lodgings in the Low Lantern Tavern. As we left off with the three of you regrouping and discussing this ploy, and beginning to set out looking for the missing Asmodeus. You did shout out to him to meet at the Prancing Nymph should he want to continue his business agreement with you, I guess. I don't know. Words are hard. Anyways, we're back. Focusing on the group, the three, what are you up to? As you begin to set off from the Low Lantern Tavern, where do you head?
I guess we should make our way to the prancing nymph. Oh, Kia, did you need some type of parchment? Yeah, you probably need parchment and ink and a variety of materials in order to do the scribing you wanted to do. No?
Yes, it would be most preferable if we could perhaps find these things so I could transcribe all those spells from the spell books that we found.
There's some doubling.
I'll admit, I'll take mild doubling over the issue we had last week.
Yes. The true villain of the campaign, technical issue. Don't worry, it wasn't too bad. Just figured I ought to let you know.
Yep, thank you. Yeah.
How's that?
See, now you're good, but then Alex was doubling. Crazy. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. So you're intent on seeking out a purveyor of magical supplies, then?
Yes, if possible.
If possible. Yes. Let's see. Well, you have a few options. Probably best known to you would be in the upper district of the city. Um,
Of course, but do we know maybe something less obvious, or
let's see. Let's see.
prefer not to go there for now if we could avoid it?
Very well. Then, certainly of less repute, there is a. How to describe this? It's on the tip of my tongue. You may or may not have necessarily been here, but there is a fairly cantankerous gnome is who operates a small magical supply shop nearby to the Basilisk Gate in the lower city. Calls it Wendell's Wonders, though that is a little bit of an exaggeration.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then.
Sure. What's that? So, as you make your way through the city, all the way from the southern portion of Baldur's Gate in the docks there. Let's see. Actually, I have a map of Baldur's Gate. Let's get it up. Where? Oh, where? I hope it's in here. What a shame. What a damn shame. Very well. The map is hidden from me for now. I had it briefly, but we'll find it later. You make your way north to the still closed, still heavily guarded with a fairly sized crowd of refugees attempting to get in. You eventually find yourselves standing in front of what was once a decent shop, actually. Faded paint, a faded multicolored sign proudly proclaims Wendell's Wando. The R had fallen off or been stolen. It's storefront, gloomy and difficult to see inside of, but apparently open.
Okay, can I push the door open and go?
Yep.
Hello?
Push your way inside, and it's small, cramped, crowded with all manner of magical components, parchments, vellum, scrolls, etc. All manner of things you might need in the wizarding world, stacked haphazardly around. From the back, you hear the shop's proprietor say, "Yes, what? What do you want?"
Yes, I'm looking to see if you have any good fine paper and ink so that I could transcribe some spells, perhaps.
Yes, just that pile to your left for the vellum. There should be ink somewhere on the right side of the shop.
Thank you. And I'll wander around looking for my supplies and whatnot.
Yep. So while you're doing that, Asmodeus, I'm assuming after you left the party, you went home, spent the night. Now, to travel back in time a little bit, how did you spend your morning while the remainder of the party was exploring the intricacies of criminal negotiation?
I went to my old friend. I can't remember his fucking name. All my notes are gone.
Itovakarix?
Yes.
All right.
Where did my notes go?
They're just gone.
I cleaned up and now everything's gone.
This is why You should never clean.
Exactly.
You fool!
You fool!
Fool I am.
So, you press your way inside, greeted once again by the familiar growl in Draconic. The lizard folk waves you over. Yes, what do you have for Itovakarix today?
Oh, I have a wonderful selection for you. I have this bronze crown, a eye agate, and a couple of moonstones, and a porcelain dragon mask. All of which I will just open.
Let's see. Yeah, so you place them all on the table.
Wait, is this bronze crown has the paint? Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Yes, the bronze crown would be the
Is the dragon crown.
yes. What does the mask do?
Absolutely nothing. It just looks gorgeous. My girlfriend doesn't have a dragon fetish, though. Only the orc fetish.
Yes. And some rocks.
Yes, pretty. Very pretty rocks. Look at this one. It's shiny.
Matovakarix turns the small gem over in their hand a few times.
Which one? The eye agate or the moonstone?
The moonstone, if you handed it to them.
Yep, I got 2 of those.
10 gold each for these.
Unacceptable. I'll only accept 60. These are very... 6... Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
60 gold for useless rocks.
But you can sell them to very rich people for a higher price if you can convince them.
Matovakarix kind of makes a show of looking around their essentially a converted one-room apartment full of random crap.
Okay, fine. 30 gold each, so 60 gold for both.
20.
25.
Fine.
That's 25 for each?
Yes.
'Kay.
Add the gold, remove the moonstones.
Yep.
Eye agate. Let's see. This 2 for this.
3.
Fine.
Get as much out of this guy as I can. How about this mask? You can be a real dragon with it.
That's
You can pretend to be a dragonborn instead of a lizard man.
why?
I don't know, go to parties.
Okay. This is difficult to not completely burst out laughing, but
I'm sorry, I'm making it so
no,
hard.
it's good. It's good. It's good. I like it. That means it's working. 15 gold.
20.
17.
18.
You think I am made out of money?
Yes, then why else would you own this shop?
To sell things.
Yes, but you must have things to sell, so you have to buy things. Fine, 17 gold pieces.
Good.
Just because I like you.
I wish you didn't.
Oh, I can take this bronze crown then somewhere else if you'd like. If you're not interested.
I was not planning on purchasing a symbol of Tiamat.
Well, then I'll take it on my way. It's fine. Want it?
Very
I'll
well.
find a better. I'll find somebody else.
I wish you luck in that.
I'll probably need it. All right, then. What else have you got? Have you got anything new since last I've been here?
It has been one day. I
Yes.
have this agate, 2 moonstones, and a porcelain dragon mask.
I will buy the lot for 10 gold.
No.
Fair enough. All right, I'll be on my way. Good seeing you again, Ivatax.
Yes. Good luck with the crown.
After, so then once I leave the shop, I'm gonna go back to that sailor orphanage.
You show up once again at the what's the word? Oh, I had it written down and it's gone. It's gone.
I forget what it was. I also had it written down, and then somebody stole my notebook.
You show up once again at the imposing temple. This is the one you're talking about, correct?
Yeah, it was the one for orphan sailor children or something.
Yes. So you knock on the door once more. 2 priests emerge. One uttering a blessing, while the other says, "Yes. How may I assist you today, my friend? Have you come to make a donation?"
I have come to make a donation, but I would also like to speak to one of the children, please.
I'm sorry, that is not possible.
But I just want to make sure that you're actually putting this gold to good use.
I can assure you that we are. But it is not something that we do. Tours, that is. You understand.
I'm not asking for a tour. I'm just asking for one of the children to come out so I can have a word with them and see if you are on the up and up.
The priest's face kind of goes from the passive kind of almost disinterest to frustrated disinterest, I suppose. I'm sorry, but that is simply not the way we do things here.
I have been making donations for quite a while now, and this is
And-
the first request I've ever made of this. I just want to know that my gold is going directly to the children, not just for making the church more profitable.
Okay, very well. Then allow me a moment, please. And
Very well.
let's see. They step back inside, the doors close, and while you're waiting, we'll cut back to the other group. So, it doesn't take that long to find the what you're looking for. Especially the parchment is stacked high throughout on most of the surfaces around here. The ink takes a little bit longer, but you do manage it. And effectively, if you would like, select as much as you can afford or would like or want, that is.
Yeah, I'll buy 12 gold's worth of paper and ink if possible.
Yeah.
That way it's enough to transcribe. I guess I don't actually know how much it costs to transcribe each spell, but I would assume.
There's a rule for that for wizards.
Is it?
Yep, there's a wizard let's see, transcribing. See, I would know this, but we haven't found. We don't have any money in our other campaigns, so I've never had to do this.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's see. Copying a spell into the book. Spell, blah, 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 blah. Process for each level of the spell. This takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold's worth of ink, paper, etc.
Yeah, I think in general, like that's just their way of like streamlining, like rather than go and buy this
Mhm.
stuff, like it's assumed that in those 2 hours you're getting materials you need and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, the actual process. And then if you have, if you're of a spell school, if the spell is of a school that you are focused in, it takes half that time, half that money, etc.
Balls. I only have 22 gold, so I'll just kind of make my purchase anyways and cry as I walk away. And you know what? I'll wander around and I'll look at anything else that he's got in the shop too.
Sure. There are a couple of potions of healing. Oop, stubbed my toe. Anyways, I pace when I DM online. Sorry. There are a number of different things that could be used, focuses lying around, as well as the aforementioned, like just general spell components, that sort of thing. Of note, possibly there is a small selection of what seems to be healing potions, antidotes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
How much for these health potions?
Well, seeing as you're my only customer today, this week, let's say he's like clearly working math in his head as I am clearly searching.
And Ekard's just sort of standing off in the background, just sort of hanging out more in the shadows when he hears, "You're my only customer," and Ekard just kind of like lifts his head as if like, "What am I, chopped liver?"
I think it's kind of implied he means. Well, yeah. Anyway, damn Tiefling though. He says, 30 gold. They're sitting here collecting dust otherwise.
I'm assuming I'm in earshot. I would sure
I lost you there. What'd you say?
barter as an option.
Yeah, he kind of says, I'm open to the concept. What do you have?
If you're saying you're perhaps lacking customers, what if I could perhaps provide an enticement for your customers, or an advertising method for you?
I'm listening.
I noticed your sign is lacking some letters and maybe some draw value. Let's say I could add something to your sign to perhaps gather the eye of visitors and make them want to maybe see what's inside.
That could be arranged, yes. What did you have in mind?
Did you well, one or two things you of choice could choose. I could either create a call it a static visual effect that would appear on your sign, and in doing so, it could be like the name of your shop in like waving blue arcane energy, or I could even just as simple as take your current sign and make it shine. Just something maybe to kind of catch the eye of potential customers. Yes.
He spends a few moments scratching his chin, tugging at his small pointy beard he's got. He said,
If you can replace the R and do the blue magical effect, potion's yours for 10 gold.
I think that's fair enough to say.
Absolutely. Okay, give me a moment here, and maybe you can. I'll hand Keya my money bag, which has 10 gold pieces in it. Allow me a moment, and maybe you can continue with the transaction, and I'll go out and can I reach the sign?
yeah, it's not too difficult to do. It's like, just above the door, but if you peek down an alleyway, there's crates and a small step ladder leaning against a wall. Easy enough to climb up and get there.
Yeah, so I'll grab one of those little step ladders, and I'll pull out my my blacksmith tools, and basically it looks like I'm like hammering and like nailing a little bit into the sign.
Yep.
But I'm effectively creating like a neon sign, which will then what it'll do is it'll say the name with the missing letter, but it'll say it with like a circle that goes around it, and the circle like is like kind of like wavering around it, and then the word itself like fades in and fades out, fades in and fades out, fades in and fades out continuously.
Sure.
While he's doing that, I sort of idly follow him outside, and as he's working on the sign, I decide that I'm going to give him a little bit of assistance, and I use prestidigitation to effectively clean it up. Make it sparkle,
Sounds
if you
good.
will.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
I
Well
also
done,
use prestidigitation to kind of give a bit of a musical boost by having a bit of a sort of a musical ditty fill the air.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
As you're doing this, small, respectable sized crowd stops. People are not out on the streets so much these days with the lockdown, but a few people from neighboring shops and the like do come out to watch what you're doing. Sorry, go ahead. I think I interrupted one of you.
You said that like as I'd work, I'd kind of be like bobbing along to whatever song Ekard's playing for me.
In your magical plate armor.
Yes, yep.
It's certainly a sight to behold. And yeah, after you spend maybe say half an hour total doing all the work or however you see fit. You step back, and the front of the shop is looking significantly more attractive now. Some folk, and as you turn around, you have, like I said, a fair audience of people have come to see.
If you think that's impressive, you should see what's inside.
Yeah, a few folks, like, oh yeah, it's not a, the sorry, I just got to respond to something. There we go. Okay. Yeah, a few people do start moving to follow you in as you return inside. Meanwhile, Keya, the gnome, who you can only assume is Wendell, is ready to accept your money in exchange for a health potion.
Yeah, of course he is. Yes. Here. Matter of money.
Thank you.
Let's see. As Ekard and you may add if you need help adding a health potion. If not, just let me know. If not, you may do so, subtracting 10 gold from somewhere. I think that the finances are a little bit loose.
Finances are tight right now.
I took care of it. Yeah. Is it
okay.
just a potion of healing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have one gold left. That's fine.
I forgot to mention, I didn't have push to talk on, but yeah, I don't have 10 gold.
Level 2.
Oops.
Wait, level 3. Level 3.
Funny,
Sorry,
I
we
am
need money.
I am so gold rich. It's hilarious.
You guys
Shut up, Tanner.
you guys keep letting Asmodeus walk away with all the treasure.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, so I will take the healing potion and I'll give him the money, and then I'll just say, "Now, Wendell, my dear, would you be interested in an ongoing arrangement?"
So that was disorienting. He looks
Yeah.
he looks up and says,
Oh, I'm open to it.
he seems to have softened a bit, especially since you and your companions have A, purchased something, B, given him a fair helping hand, as a couple of people do trickle in while this conversation is going on.
Say perchance we came across some magical items and we were to trade with you. Would you give us a fair price on the items that you have in stock in the future?
Absolutely. And you've already helped me a fair shake.
Gestures to the crowd.
More than happy. More than happy to.
Wonderful. And I'll extend my hand out to give him a handshake.
He reaches up and shakes your hand. You might have to bend down slightly. He's only like 3.5 feet tall.
All right. And then I'll just say, "Thank you, Wendell, my dear. Have a wonderful day."
It has been a pleasure doing business with you all.
And then you just like almost comedically timed hear a crash. He's like whips his head to the left and like darts off to see what one of the new shoppers has
Oh, shit.
knocked over.
As Keya comes outside, I think now's a good time. I'm gonna give her that red rose that I found before,
Mm-hmm.
which had been glowing a reddish orange, but I don't think it is now.
No, it is not. It has not glowed since you took it off of those ball worshippers.
Right. But I'll take it, and just seeing it as like a beautiful flower, I'll say, Keya, close your eyes, will you? Just humor me, please.
All right. My eyes.
And I will I'll put the rose kind of like up in like her kind of neck area, like around like her scarf, or what do you call that thing? Cloak, I guess. Like kind of tuck it in there, yeah.
All right.
Can I open my eyes yet?
Oh, of course, yes.
Ah. Lovely, Beriadan. Thank you.
It seems to have some type of magical effect that makes it so that it will not decay. It once was glowing and it somehow has stopped. I could make it glow if you'd like, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what you're looking for. And I know it has an aesthetic appeal, but if you were looking for more of a magical desire behind it, I could attempt something. Then I would need it back, though, and I'd rather that you keep it because a beautiful thing needs a beautiful thing. And I'm not really sure what else to say about it, so maybe that's enough.
Beautiful.
Okay, yes.
I love it just the way it is. Thank you. And I'll lean over and give him a kiss on the cheek.
Aw. Let's see. So, after I found the note, it is the Temple of the Water Queen. Umberlee. There we go. That is where you sit. That's where you find yourself waiting for a time. After a moment, the door opens once again, and the two wave servants that you previously had seen are accompanied by a young boy dressed similarly to them. He says, "You wanted to see me, sir?"
Yes, I did. Young man, come over here.
He looks hesitantly at the two wave servants, then back to you, and says, "Where are we going?"
No, just step out for a second. I just need to talk to you. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna be within line sight, just like maybe
Yeah.
10 feet away.
Yeah, no, he he comes with you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna crouch down. I'm like, you want to see a trick?
Yes.
And I'll cast Prestidigitation, and
Mhm.
I'll kind of make a little illusionary dragon in my hand that's kind of like blowing fire and just being like animate.
Yep. Yeah, he seems he seems delighted. Claps his hands, laughs, looks back to the two priests who had accompanied them, and you can see in spite of themselves they are smiling.
That's good. That's a good sign. And I'll ask them, are they treating you all right? Yeah.
Oh, yes. They feed us and they give us a nice place to live. And I mean, uh, um, Lady Grey's a little bit mean, but she means well.
Like she's just stoned. She's not hitting you or anything.
No, no, no.
Okay, good. That's very good. If anything changes, you let me know, okay? I'll give him a wink.
He nods like a lot and then turns and runs back. You can hear him say like, "I saw a dragon. He had a dragon."
And I'll
The
just and then I'll walk over to the priest and hand them 20 gold,
all right.
and then I'll be on my way.
Yeah. They utter a blessing of safe passage across across the sea. May the Water Queen watch over you, that sort of thing, before stepping back and closing the door.
Okay, and then I'll make my way to the prancing nymph, and
Mhm.
if I get there early, I will probably start casting Find Familiar as a ritual.
Very well. So, after completing your purchases at Wendell's shop, where do the rest of you head?
Or do you need to make a stop of any sort, or should we just continue on?
I don't have any business of any pressing matters.
I'm done for. I have no money to be able to buy the required materials to copy over the spells.
Well, then I think we should head back to the prancing nymph, right?
Yes, hopefully Asmodeus has returned. God knows what he was up to.
Because we don't want to find Asmodeus and then, as quickly as possible, get back to maybe
Amric.
Emmerich and maybe make something happen sooner than later, right? Before he gathers his forces.
That would be ideal, yes.
All right. So, I just want to point out that I think it's hilarious that you guys had to haggle and scavenge money for a single health potion. And Asmodeus just donated with no real return, 20 gold, no problem.
People
The
don't have
wealth,
to know that I'm a good person.
the wealth divide.
Doesn't act like it.
No, I was more saying, it's hilarious to me how 75% of the party is scavenging for scraps, and then there's just one guy who's like, "I got money to donate, baby."
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be the rich one. What the fuck?
Well, it
Well, I'm
makes sense
supposed to
that
be
you
rich too.
it makes sense that you might not necessarily be very liquid right now. If you're
I
trying to
just
keep
think back to BioWare and just the whole fluidity of an evil playthrough versus a good playthrough. Evil playthrough has you rich as fuck and you're barely scavenging for scraps as a good player.
well, I mean, like like those colonists needed my credits. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so yeah, the lot of you arrive as Asmodeus. Where have you placed yourself? Would you say?
Probably in the back courtyard,
Okay,
like
I'll
in
get
front of
them.
the door, and like just sitting on one of the benches, probably.
Yeah. The bodies have not yet been removed, actually.
Oh,
Let's
that's
see.
fine.
I figured. I just wanted. Let's see where. Oh, where? Story. There we go. I'll get the tavern map up for y'all. That's what it's called. There we go. There we go. That's what it is there. That doesn't work, of course. Close, close. There we go. I'm figuring it out. All right, and share with the group. So, Asmodeus, you are finishing your ritual. Do you have, as you like, how are you going about this? Do you think?
Oh, I'll just be kind of sitting on the bench chanting, burning
Mhm.
my, and which I just realized that I need like 10 gold worth of charcoal and incense and herbs to like kind of burn.
Well,
That figure that's easy enough to get, and I'll just take the gold off my.
yeah, it's oh, where did Beriadan go?
He deleted himself because he wants his new picture on there.
Yeah, I want my new picture.
Okay, okay. So, the remainder of you arrive at the bathhouse courtyard. You hear Asmodeus. It sounds like he's talking to himself in a unfamiliar language, to say the least.
Well, may I ask, what is an unfamiliar language? Because I know an unfamiliar language.
What unfamiliar language do you know?
If it's the one I'm
I
considering,
guess
is it Infernal?
it probably would be Infernal.
I even know Infernal. I can't remember the languages I know.
You don't necessarily have to know Infernal to chant it magically to do what you're doing. So,
True.
yeah, it's to anyone who knows what he's saying. He's let's see. Do you speak Infernal?
I do not speak Infernal.
Say,
Then
I know
yeah,
I
I know
do.
I know you speak Infernal. Yes. So anyone who's familiar with Infernal hears Asmodeus chanting. That's fairly nonsensical, and the pronunciation isn't great. You enter the bathhouse courtyard, find it still marred by the scene of violence that you left it in the day before. The cultist bodies have not yet been found and removed. You find Asmodeus sitting in the back corner, eyes closed, hands raised, chanting in Infernal as you approach a small flaming circle. Appears on the ground in front of him, and a small, red-skinned humanoid pulls itself from the earth.
Asmodeus?
Hold on a second, and I'll talk to the imp. Be like,
That was
"Hello there. Do you have a name?"
Let's see.
Don't I have one for you?
There we go. You see it?
Yep.
Okay. We'll work out this properly under your control later, but for now,
Yeah.
we'll
No
just
worries.
let's see. Find familiar. Blah, blah, blah. Imp. Uh-oh, I should not have closed that. I am a fool. There we go. I don't think I necessarily added this creature correctly, but that's fine.
No name, no name.
And now, from now on, you'll be named. Your name is Nurgle.
Nurgle.
Nurgal. Nurgle.
Okay. Nergal.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, good. We're not infringing on
It's like some kind of
Games Workshop territory here. Good, good, good. We're not
No,
gonna get sued.
it's a very ancient god. Yes, and then we'll have to work out the details of our contracts later. It seems like my companions have arrived. but can you take the form of a raven for now, so we can be a little less conspicuous?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Nurgle shifts, and I'll just delete the token for now because I can't figure this out yet. But at some point, I will get that working for you.
Yeah, no worries. You don't even have to have them on the board for now.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah. So, you see, you all saw this brief exchange happen. Asmodeus now has a small raven perched on his shoulder.
Hello, everyone.
Mind explaining what you have there?
I've just summoned a minor familiar. It's no big deal, no big deal. Wizard stuff, you should know that.
Actually, I don't know much about that. Would you be able to tell me anything about it?
Well, I chant a spell. Creature shows up, and then he becomes mine to control.
Interesting.
This particular
Brilliant.
one can also change his own shape, which is very handy.
That would be extremely helpful.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Don't look into it too much.
Well, I mean, I have a spell book that has a find familiar spell, so maybe I'm going to save my gold for that.
Yes. It required. Sorry, you're like double speaking. It's kind of, but yes. It costs about 10 gold and incense and herbs and such. But yes, you just burn it in a pyre, say some words for about an hour, and then one shows up.
It should
Yours
also
obviously won't be as cool as mine because I'm very powerful.
It should also be noted that as long as you have a spell book, you can prepare spells from it, even if it isn't yours.
Does that mean that I have?
Yes, it
so
does.
like I'd have to prepare all my spells from that spell book, or can I prepare spells from my list and the spell book?
You can prepare from both. Kosterkus has learned remove curse from the spell book that we took from that one wizard we fought, for example,
Okay,
as well as the rest of his things. He's too poor to transcribe anything, but no, you can. As a wizard, you can take from any spell book that you have on your person when you're doing your long rest.
That's fucking awesome.
That means that Asmodeus is gonna have to hold off on selling them for a while longer.
I'm pretty sure I have them anyways. I just have to move them over to my inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, what's the game plan? Sorry, I missed out on yesterday. I had some dealings going on.
Many things. I guess, long story short, as part of the corruption in Baldur's Gate right now, we've maybe found a way to help clean up the city a bit. And it would involve kidnapping someone, but he is a bad person.
I have no issues with kidnapping, as long as it's not children.
Oh, he's a full. In fact, he would appear to be some sort of crime boss, crime lord, crime syndicate master.
Even better.
Is what he is.
He also has a infernal or abyssal familiar, I believe.
Some type of hell beast.
Spines. Yes.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
He's actually the brother of. I can never remember his name. Brutus?
Mortlock.
Mortlock.
Same difference. Yeah, it would appear as though they are very much at odds. And he, in fact, has made a deal with us now. Of course, this is false. We are not being entirely honest with this deal. We made a deal with him that we would lead him to Mortlock, so that he could capture his brother. When in fact, I believe the plan now is that, with your assistance, of course, we will head back to this location before he gathers his men, and we will subdue him ourselves. Not Mortlock, of course, his brother, the bad one.
Naturally. All right.
To
You son of a bitch,
blackmail.
I'm in.
Mhm.
Take me there.
It's fairly clear, right?
Perfectly clear. As far as I can hear you.
Well, then I guess
So we're
we'll make our way back there.
Kidnapping a crime boss. Are we torturing him at all?
Oh no, maybe interrogate.
So torturing.
I may just smack him once or twice.
So torturing.
Light. No,
Light
no torture. No
torture.
torture.
What? We can't even just take his toenails off.
Oh, gods, no.
That makes a lot of people speak. All right.
It
You
would.
guys
I
can
also
work out the
believe it would
details.
make him scream.
Yes, it would. Scream every answer that you ever want.
I just love the complete silence.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Nice. Because that's a D&D thing.
Ha.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that's how that worked. Oh well. Okay. So, I was wondering why you all had disappeared mysteriously, and now it makes sense. So, you're led back south through the city streets to the Dock District once more. Everyone can see the map, correct?
Yep.
Okay, it is mysteriously gray for me, so I'm just worried. Eventually, Asmodeus, you are led to an old-looking ship that has been permanently chained to the dock. Seems empty.
Place.
Yes, if one of you would like to go first, please.
Oops, I deleted the map. Can you send that to me again,
Of course.
please? Sure,
Oh.
I'll go in. Who do we lose?
Welcome back, Alex.
I was always here.
Whoa.
He
All right.
switched off from his tablet to his computer.
Nice. Okay. So yes, you're led once again. You're led onto the deck of a ship, with a number of sets, with a set of stairs leading down below deck, as well as 2 sets each leading to the fore castle and the aft castle. The shape in the middle of the deck is a padlocked hatch, fitted with windows to apparently act as a skylight. Scattered around the deck are 4 dead seagulls, and 2 ravens squawk at you from the crow's nest. Haha. A 40-foot climb up to the ship's rigging.
Now, from when we were in there, I must say, I don't think we'll be able to draw him out. He is a cautious one. That being said, there are many other inhabitants here, including the owner of this establishment, which is not this man. It might be useful to try and at least get permission, or at least request that they not interfere while we do what we must do.
Okay, and then Asmodeus will yell out, "Permission to come aboard."
There is no one on this deck. The ravens continue to caw loudly at you.
Asmodeus, I don't think it's a working ship. It's just you go in and it's like a bar inside. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Still, it's customary to say permission to come aboard to the captain before you aboard a ship.
I don't think there is a captain, but there is an owner, I believe. And I will let you know. So there's a second floor, and we were here. I guess what, an hour or 2 hours ago.
Yeah, a couple hours ago.
And the second floor, right when you go down those stairs, there is the main bar area. The owner appeared to be serving drinks. There was a vast arrangement of people, including a few drow who were sitting in the back. I'm not sure what they were about.
Drow and a Durgar, if I do recall.
Yes. And then it was the deck below that where the men we were looking for was. So again, I would hate to get into conflict with all of them at once. If there would be some way that we could perhaps get permission to apprehend this man from maybe the owner, that could go a long way. Because the owner did have a number of guards, it looked like.
Okay, then you take the lead. I'll follow yours.
And by taking lead, I think that maybe you should take the lead. In that,
Yes, someone who has no dealings with this whatsoever. Yes, that makes sense.
no, just hear me out here. If you perhaps lead the way in the conversation, yes, and maybe you talk to the owner. I can make the introduction, of course, but you talk to the owner and perhaps covertly or slyly or serendipitously ask the owner to allow us to enact such an endeavor. Perhaps with her permission, then we won't have as many threats to deal with.
What my dear Beriadan is trying to say, Asmodeus, is that you are more charismatic than either of us. And we believe that by you speaking with them, you'd have a much better and much easier time getting what you need.
That's exactly what I said, wasn't it?
In so many more words, hon.
Right.
Indeed. I agree that I am very much more charismatic than all of you, except maybe Ekard. He's got that kind of silent, deadly type thing going on. Anyway,
Ekard just raises his eyebrow at this, but he says nothing.
Thus proving my point.
yes, that's proved my point. Anyways, yes. So what is it that we are going after? I'm afraid I might have missed that.
Bottom level, there's a man with a demonic pet, and he appears to be the brother of Mortlock, of which we are attempting to subdue.
Okay.
Not kill.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're just trying to draw him out, is it? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think we can draw him out, like, say, to here. Well, that would be ideal. I don't think he'll go for that. But perhaps we could just subdue him inside, find a bag, put it over his head, or I don't know, right? And then remove him from the establishment once he is subdued.
Would it be possible to lure him out to say that we have captured Mortlock at a secondary location? We could not travel him across the city, so he needs to come with us.
In fact, we had that idea before, somewhat. We did attempt to lure him outside, and we had Ekard here in wait. But he, like I said, he's a very cautious fellow. We couldn't pull it off. Furthermore, he did say that he would join us in going to get his brother. But he suggested this evening with a group of his men. Hence why I think us going in now before he has rallied his men is the best solution. But I don't think he'll come out until he has a number of armed escorts.
Okay. So your plan is to go down there, try to get another meeting with him, and try to subdue him while his men are outside, and then try to sneak him out.
I don't think
bag over his head.
Well, no. See, from what I can tell, and I'll literally look around the room right now, or look like around the boat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure his men are not here right now. When we go down to the lower deck, we might see more. But when we went down before, while there's many people here, it did appear he had one bodyguard, that strange creature in it as well, and then himself. So theoretically, there would only be 3 combatants for us to deal with.
Okay.
Whereas later, there
Much
could be
better
many
odds.
more. Yes, I thought so as well, especially
Okay.
now bringing you along.
Sorry, you weren't making that very clear, Beriadan. You're making
why-
it sound like we needed to capture this man through a boat of his own allies, which seemed...
No,
rather-
what I mean to say is that if we were to get the, maybe I'll stop talking. Maybe I'm not doing well enough describing the scenario.
Let's
Yes.
see what we're dealing with.
I do speak up, and I said, now hold on just a second. I still do have the disguise option. Is there something I can maybe do with that might be able to be of assistance? I could maybe take on Mortlock's appearance and maybe see about trying to draw them up here? Or would that be not
I
an,
can say,
not
well,
an
we
option?
can maybe say that he is on deck above.
Which perhaps would maybe make him feel more comfortable.
But I don't think that you're the same size as Mortlock, unless you have some very neat abilities that I'm unaware of.
Well, I do believe that, if I'm not wrong in assuming this, but the disguise self spell actually imitates more height for yourself. As long as somebody does not put their hand through, you
Oh.
could still look and be as tall as them, but not
My-
actually be that tall.
My apologies. I thought that you were talking more along the lines of a disguise kit besides a spell, not a spell.
Keya, you paid attention to my lesson last Thursday all about illusionary spell magic. Well done.
Always do. Thank you.
That was a lesson.
Always
Of course,
there is.
yes. This following Tuesday,
Was there a
we have
fun
a.
end to it?
Pardon me?
Was there always a reward at the end if she did well?
Well, the reward of knowledge is the greatest award one could gain. Would
That
you not
is-
agree?
Not true at all.
Pia has a very coy smile on her face.
All right, let's get on. Oh, sorry. Yes. I don't know. If you guys want to draw him out, then yes, the disguise would be worth it. If we just want to get in there and kill everybody and then take him hostage, we can also do that.
I do believe you said kill him and take him hostage. I don't think that would
I
work.
said kill everybody else and take him hostage.
Well, let's perhaps
Let's try
not
to
resort
avoid
to
needless
violence.
bloodshed if at all possible.
All right,
Yes,
so try
indeed.
to lure him onto the top of the deck. Of course, okay. We still have to knock him out, but
Yes, I do. Like I said, I think it is best if we perhaps at least let our plan be known to the owner of this establishment. Otherwise, we
what
might
if
end up with.
what if he's an ally of the person that we're trying to take?
I mean, when I asked the barkeep on the second floor, she did not look impressed.
Okay,
I was
then
looking for him.
information. This is what I need sometimes.
Sorry, you're not asking the right questions.
All right, then fine. Next time I won't leave you leave you all alone. I'm
That
obviously the
would
brains of this
be
operation.
well. I would not say that, but I do believe that maybe perhaps not splitting up the group is a better idea.
All right, well, go downstairs then.
Okay.
I don't think we need the disguise though.
All right, let me
Fair
move
enough.
everyone.
Maybe to catch him off guard, we could. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Go into disguise, Ekard.
Why don't you disguise yourself as Ekard as you descend into the depths of the ship?
Well, I normally would think about taking my red tiefling form, but if I'm going to be taking the actual disguise of Morlock, I might just go ahead and assume his form.
All right. So, Asmodeus, Beriadan, Keya, and Mortlock descend into the ship. Asmodeus, you are greeted by a fairly large man dressed like you would almost stereotypically like a sailor. He has his arms folded, he eyes you up and down. Cause no trouble.
We won't. Never. Never in my life, Seaman. We won't cause any trouble.
He grunts as he steps back out of the way. See, and
Never dream that.
for your benefit, this room is described as reeking of sweat, cheap ale, rotting timbers, and old vomit. You can kind of make out 3 different people dressed again stereotypically as sailors immediately to the south of you. You spy another staircase leading down. Sitting on the bar, there is a fairly large crab wearing a tiny tricorn hat. Or sitting on the bar, rather.
Whisper over to Beriadan, is that the owner?
No, that's a crab.
Seemed odd.
It is odd. I agree. I believe that's the owner's pet.
Oh,
Don't
go
eat it.
Pet it.
It's like, that video, like, crab, frighten. Snips up at you.
What?
And scurries away. Oh, well, if you haven't seen it, then I must find it.
Yeah, I have not seen that.
Yes, please.
It is quite entertaining. Where is this? So it snips up at you and scuttles away to avoid your hand. From behind the staircase, you hear Beriadan, Keya, you both recognized as the voice of the proprietor. Leave him alone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I only mean to be a bit of a friendly handshake of sorts to a crab. Anyways, my name is Asmodeus. I believe
Lara.
you've met my compatriots.
And she eyes the pair of you. Nods. Briefly, yes. She's she's wearing a matching tricorn hat to the crab, as well as long dark blue captain's coat. Oh no, I can hear it.
Crabs.
She looks you up and down and says, "Yes, we have met. What can I do for you?"
I hear that you have a bit of a problem with some unwelcome guests.
She furrows her brow and says, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Well, if you did happen to have some unwelcome guests, we would like to solve your problems.
Is that so? She looks at the sailors kind of arranged around the bar, folds her arms, says, "Why do you think I wouldn't have sorted that out myself?"
Oh, maybe there's some ties that you don't want to anger. Maybe there's some people above that you don't want to come down on you. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to get your hands dirty.
Keya will.
Possibly. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Keya will push forward and look at her and then like motion downstairs.
She nods.
I couldn't possibly know why. But if you didn't want your hands dirty, or if you didn't want to be involved, then maybe we can be of service.
She chews for a little bit on that and then says, spreads her arms like in a surrender of the points. "I just hope you know what you're getting yourselves into."
I assure you that we don't.
No, but we do. We do understand.
Okay, so I don't.
She says, let's see, 1 second here as I quickly she nods slowly, reaches into one of her sleeves, produces a piece of copper wire, and whispers into it. After a moment from the staircase, 3 more sailors emerge from below and just there we go. Shuffle out. They just shuffle out. And she just gestures to the staircase like, be my guest.
Thank you, Captain. If I may call you that.
She just shrugs, says, good luck.
Before we venture downstairs there, I'm
Mhm.
just gonna I'm gonna tap the arcane sigil placed on the chest of the armor. Activating as a bonus action my what's it called? My defensive field.
Okay.
So
how did you get out there? I saw Keya circling the ship.
I went inside the walls.
Smack.
It's just trying to see like visibility.
sorry.
No worries. So defensive field. So that I don't know how I add it to my actual character sheet or anything, but I now have +3 temporary hit points.
Okay, let's see.
Go to your main sheet and hit right beside your max HP. Go in there and type 3.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
TMP.
Fantastic. Thank you. And at the same time, in the red hand where I have the other arcane sigil, I'm going to just kind of like put my hands together and kind of like clap once, and inside of the palm there's going to be this radiating, like force energy that's like static now. It's not going anywhere, but it's ready to be unleashed.
Very well. Another question for you, real quick. Do you remember why you have only 1 hit die left? Oh yes, because you would have used them all. Yes, you used.
Yeah, I did think we took a long rest
we
though,
did take
but
a long rest.
Oh
so we
yes,
have
but
the
they only
back.
recover up to half. Yes. Never
there you
mind.
go. Yep, that
It
makes
makes
sense.
sense. Sorry, no one ever uses hit dice, so I was like, what the fuck? Never mind, we're good. So, if you're ready, I'll move you to the next floor down.
We might want to gag Mallachie and make him seem like he's some kind of bound.
Good idea.
I'm beginning to wonder, would it be prudent to cast Armor of Agathis on myself before we head down?
Well, one thing to double check is Armor of Agathis a concentration spell?
Don't think it is, but I could be wrong.
It is not.
Yeah.
If you like, you can.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and do that just to be safe.
Yep, target yourself and give yourself the temporary hit points. There you go. All right, and so you just find a wad of cloth or a bar rag gag.
Yep.
A protesting Ekard, I'm assuming.
Mortlock, could you not just adapt the spell you have in place to make it look like you have a gag and restraints? Just a thought.
Yeah. I just hold my hands together and just sort of
Yeah, I'll allow it. You will
illusionary
it.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, as Asmodeus is like trying to shove a bar rag into your mouth, but he's just like putting it through the air because your head's like a half foot below. The man's tall. That's all I'm saying.
True. He is very tall. All right. Shall we?
So let's provide him an opportunity after we surprise him. Let's give him a chance to surrender. Yes.
Just gonna move you guys down now, just to expedite it. But yeah, you can have a few last-minute conversations. Let me make sure these guys appear properly. Good. All right. So you descend into the depth of the bowels of the ship, as it were. And you find yourselves once again, well, in some of your cases anyway, in the lounge area, dimly lit by oil lamps. Oh, that was the wrong button. I am a fool. There we go. And as empty as ever, a man who clearly is not part of the ship's quote-unquote crew leans on the bar, mixing himself a drink. And the red-headed man that I believe Beriadan and Keya know to be named Valtis is sitting at the couch at the end of the bar talking to someone quietly.
What was the guy's name that we're coming here for?
Amric.
Amric.
So, the man at the bar stops mixing his drink and kind of straightens up a little bit, puts a hand on a mace he has in his belt and just watches you as you approach, but doesn't say or do anything other than that.
Somebody hold on to Mortlock too and kind of guide him. Please and thank you.
Yeah, I'll grab him by his arm.
Sure. So, Asmodeus, you round the corner there and you spy. I'm assuming you can see him. You might be blocked by the fucking pillar.
No, I can actually see I can see him.
Can you see his pet?
I could when I was coming up.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Let's see if I have a good picture of the man. Here we go. This man has, as they say, big Asmodeus energy in this image, I just realized.
Nice.
With his well-kept, all black clothing, bristling with small knives, barely concealed by his long cloak, and he looks up with a withering glare at first, then, you again. Welcome back. Come to change your mind on the loan, my friend? He's addressing Beriadan at this point.
Hello, yes. We have in fact brought Mortlock for you. I would let our leader, Sir Asmodeus, do the rest of the talking. I believe. I would not like to step on his shoes.
Yes, I believe we haven't met. My name is Asmodeus, and I believe yours is Amric. And I extend a hand.
He stands, shakes it firmly, and says, gestures to the couch that is being occupied by a red-headed man who gets up quickly and makes way. Says, "Please sit."
I will, thank you.
The spiny creature sitting on the back of the table eyes you.
Ooh, that thing's cool looking.
I know, right? Eyes you with its beady, narrow red eyes while you sit down. Says, "So, to what do I owe the pleasure?"
Well, I believe that my compatriots have come to an agreement with you. They
Yes,
aren't the greatest at explaining details, but I believe along the lines it was to deliver Mortlock to you.
yes, indeed. I believe that they had. Well, I'd been led to believe that they had gone off to make sure he didn't run off. My coward of a brother has that tendency to do so. I take it the deal has changed slightly.
Oh, so we were just meant to make sure that he didn't run away, not capture him, Beriadan. My mistake. I apologize.
You have him here.
We do in fact.
Well, you'll forgive me if I don't quite take your word for it.
And then I'll walk around the corner and pull it in, like dragging him along, saying, "Let's go."
We have him here in spades.
He looks very surprised, as one might expect. He his eyebrow, like this is the first time he has been like since you've seen him that he's been clearly 100% like, holy fuck, I can't believe that just happened. Kind of. He's, he, he
Yes.
recovers. He recovers quickly and clasps his hands and says, "I am going to be honest. I am shocked. My brother's maybe dull, but is certainly a brute, as I'm sure you know. I'm quite
Well, yes.
impressed."
It was a little easier because we had a run in him one time. We saved his life. It was a whole ordeal, blah, 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 blah. But it still was a challenge, yes.
Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, this saves me a lot of trouble. Thank you.
Is there any way that we can take him for you? Maybe you can drop some papers for us.
Oh, no,
Of a
no.
payment of sort.
Papers, no. I can have my man pay you.
Yes, there was payment arranged.
Yes. And once you're paid, we can bring him below decks. And I thank you.
Can I ask what are you going to do with him exactly? If this torturing, I would so much like to be involved.
He he raises an eyebrow and says, "I wouldn't dream of it. He may be a wretched, awful brother, but he is family. No, he will be brought to question for brought to answer for his horrible accusations against my beloved family."
Can I tell if he's lying?
Roll insight.
I kind of want to get in on that.
Yeah, go for it. Anyone can roll insight on this. Yeah, you kind of get the impression that he's probably just going to kill him.
Fair enough.
Ah.
All right, then. You can, if you pay us, you can take him below decks. Do with him what you will.
He nods to the red-haired man who produces a pouch, a fairly large pouch, and drops it on the table in front of you. He says, "It's all there. Let me add it to the party sheet real quick. Ba-ba-ba. I managed to scrounge together 200 gold. Should be a fair price for services rendered."
Very fair, very fair. Mind if we stay a while and have a drink while you take him downstairs?
Not at all, not at all. He snaps his fingers, and the red-headed man moves to take Ekard below deck. Do you let that happen, or?
At this point, I try to burst out and immediate about face and get the hell out of Dodge.
All right, and we'll enter initiative then.
Aw, dicks. Aw, dicks.
Aw, dicks. Let's see. First of all, lock tokens. Okay, that should be good. Initiative, roll, NPC initiatives. Okay.
Sorry, I kind of thought the plan would have been that he just take his own brother downstairs and Ekard could do whatever the fuck he wanted. But nope.
No plan survives first contact with the enemy.
Nope. Fair enough.
So that D8 was for my she cast like earlier today before
Gift
we
of
came down here.
Alacrity.
Gift of Alacrity.
Mhm.
So I actually got an 18 for my initiative then.
Copy that. Oh, it worked. Okay, good. So, Let's see. Keya, as Ekard shakes free of your grasp and starts to take off, what are you doing as the others in Amruk's group reach for weapons, begin to draw them out?
Oh god, I didn't mean to do that. I'm actually going to.
Great.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually cast it. Oh, it's on myself. Never mind. So I was gonna do it on Ekard. I'm actually gonna cast Witch Bolt. That's
I don't
fucking
know.
Voltus guy, whatever the heck his name is.
Gotcha.
So I'll do that.
This Voltus guy.
Nuts.
That hits.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm gonna also just end your expeditious retreat, and I'll.
I
read
actually
that.
just kind of half expected you guys would just sort of cast it at me and deliberately miss.
There
Yeah.
was no plan for this. This is
Nope.
all improv.
Taking advantage. Taking advantage.
So you send your witch bolt as he's drawing his mace to like kind of like, oh fuck, like he's gonna reach past you. You just strike him in the chest, sending him staggering against the bulkhead. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Beriadan, as the air starts to smell of ozone and singed flesh, what are you doing?
Can I guess there's even a lightning bolt going in between them, isn't there? So I probably can't cut in between, can I?
You could. Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, maybe I'll like duck underneath the lightning bolt and move to this position.
Uh-huh.
And from
Just-
doing
It's clobbering time.
it is clobbering time. From doing that, I will then like as I kind of like reach out and step up and straighten myself. Anyways, I will use my thunder gauntlet. So the energy that I prepared in my one hand on that sigil, I will reach it out and like touch Emmerich on the chest with it.
Okay.
At least attempt to. So let's I guess start by seeing if that hits.
That does hit.
So two things. So number one, he'll take that much damage. Ooh, that much damage.
Mm-hmm. You
Okay.
crack him in the jaw.
Very nice.
But the as the energy releases from the gauntlet and like hits him with that amount of force or thunder damage, there's like a reverberation that's like now left on like his person, like almost like a vibration. You can see like everything on him is that's vibrating, and it seems to be pulsing towards me, as in like he has a disadvantage on attacking anybody other than me. Effectively, I just taunted him.
Okay. There you go.
And I already used my bonus action for that. I don't need it. Yeah, that's good enough for now. Yep.
Now
All
go away before I taunt you a second time.
All right, let's see. Voltus, seeing his boss in danger, he like pushes himself off of the bulkhead and straightens up. Oh, interesting. And he goes swinging. He makes two quick attacks, one against Keya and one against Beriadan. Let's see. He swings his mace at Keya. Does this work? There we go. A quick strike.
Shield.
Shield? All right. What does that put your AC at?
Oh, no, wait, hold on. It doesn't make sense. My AC is 12. Oh, never mind. If I do
Okay.
shield, it's only 2 extra AC. Never mind.
Copy that. So he cracks you in the side with his mace, disrupting your focus on the witch bolt, before turning his attention to Beriadan, who he makes an attack against as well. Let's see what he gets. But it clangs harmlessly off the back of your armor. Asmodeus, as this explosion of violence takes place, what are you doing?
I'll say to Amric, I apologize, but it seems that since our business has concluded that we will be taking your head.
I yell across. Not his head. Just beg it.
Shut up. It's a threat. And then I'm going to cast. I'll use my bonus action to cast Hex on the demon Kashara. Cool. And then I will shoot an Eldritch Blast at it.
Sounds good. That hits. As Kashara is going to spring off of the table over Amric's head, you catch it in the chest, blowing it apart.
Fuck
Cool.
yeah,
Fuck
dude.
yes.
Oh, yes.
It vaporizes in a cloud of hellfire.
Temporary hit points. And do I get to move it? No, I can move it next turn. Okay, cool. All right. Then that ends my turn.
All right. So Amric, let's see what he's got going on here. Okay. So, he just smiles and gets to his reaches over the table and goes to make one stab against ya boy Sir Asmodeus, missing as the disruption of ye old energy pulses distract him enough. He glares and goes to stab Beriadan twice, scoring 2 hits. Look at that, you don't have wizard health anymore. How good is this?
It takes 4 hits to kill you now instead of 2.
None of that seemed to be elemental, right?
No,
all
it was a regular old dagger that he stabbed Asmodeus, who dodged handily and then stabbed you twice, getting in between your armor. All right. Ekard, are you running? Are you staying? What is your plan?
Since I'm still disguised, I double move toward the stairs to try to look like I'm fleeing the scene.
Mhm.
And as soon as I get out of sight of everyone, I immediately drop the disguise.
Sure. As you run past this bodyguard here, he is going to make a quick attack at you.
All right.
Let's see what he gets. Cracking you with his mace. That was the wrong button. I am a fool. There we go. But your armor of Agathis absorbs the damage exactly, actually, and you may deal that damage back to him.
I choose to do so. Let the armor strike back at him.
All right. I think you should have a button on your spell. Yes, you do.
I do.
All right. Let me see.
5 cold damage.
Drop it on him.
I would, but
Oh yeah, you can't see him anymore. Never mind. I'll do it. Boom, idiot. As the armor explodes under the impact of the mace, sending him staggering back against the assorted the bar cabinets behind him. Do you have anything else you would like to do as you drop your disguise?
I reapply it, but I don't assume the form of Mortlock. I just go with my red tiefling form instead of my silver one.
Sounds good. All right.
And that does it for me.
Let's see, how can I do whatever, I'll just count it, whatever. So he uses his full turn to sprint after you to catch up. You're now being harassed by this man, but he's not able to attack you. Keya, what are you doing as your witch bolt fails?
Muttering to myself, God damn it, motherfucker. And then cast Ray of Frost at Amric.
Copy that. Um,
Balls.
A miss. Also, Beriadan, the disadvantage only lasts until the end of his turn, right?
Start of my next turn. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So he manages to nimbly duck under the bolt of the ray of frost, as it were, which explodes against the bulkhead. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, does Baltus look like he's like engaged with somebody else so that I could back up a bit hopefully without taking anything, or should I just
Give
take
me
it and go?
let me see. He is distracted by the guy who is currently trying to kill his boss. Yes.
So I will back up 5 feet, try and
Alright.
get out of his way of range.
Yep.
And that's it for me.
Sounds good. So Beriadan, as the frost wave kicks off, what are you doing?
I'm gonna start with a bonus action. I'm gonna enact my field again. So chucking my chest, I'll enact my defensive field.
Mhm.
I can only do it twice per long rest, so this is the second time, I guess. But give myself a little more health again. And then I'm going to again put my hands together to generate the thunder energy within the gauntlet, and then try and press it on Emmerich again.
Okay, go for it. That one misses.
And as he dodges out of the way, yeah, I'll hold my position for now. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
As he dodges away, I wish I was still a divination wizard.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Let's see. You're gonna take 2 more attacks from Valthus here. 2 more misses as they glance harmlessly off of your armor. Asmodeus, what are you doing?
I'm going to use my bonus action to move my hex onto Veltus.
Okay.
And I already have the attack up. So, and then since I'm so close to him, I'm going to use my dagger against him.
Sounds good. Go for it. That hits. Catch him as he's recovering off of Beriadan's seemingly impervious armor in the gut, and he slumps against the bulkhead there. You have anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's all I can do.
Alrighty. Amric, seeing his staff dwindling, reaches into his robe, or his cloak, produces a small bag and hurls it on the ground at his feet. I'm gonna put down. I should probably keep this up so I can remember how big it is. Join layers, pointers. That was not what I wanted to do. Does anyone recall how to draw a shape? I remembered. We're good. Yes, like that. Perfect. That did not. That also did not work. Come on. There we go. So this area inside this circle fills with thick black smoke. It is now heavily obscured, and you hear him start to get up and run away.
Can I try to make an attack of opportunity or no?
Yep, you can.
Okay,
Me
cool.
too, please. Me too.
Yep,
Yeah, if he rushes past me, I'll do it as well.
certainly. I just
I
want
am.
to go. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I am blocking the stairs downwards if that's where he's trying to go. So I'm hoping.
Blinded condition. Let's see. Just want to double check how this works.
All right, that would have been a disadvantage, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'll just roll again. 16 hit.
I will do the same.
The 16.
Oh, fuck, natural 20. So the 16 for me.
16. Let's see.
Hmm.
16 does not hit.
I accidentally put 4 damage on him. Then if you can take it off.
Yep. Let's see. Where is he? Where does he live? Okay. And he runs away. Keya, did you make an attack? He's going to be running past you, like
I
between.
haven't. Yeah, I haven't yet, but I wanted to make sure that he was going that way first.
Yep. He will attack. You have an opportunity. The
Yeah.
does not
8.
hit. I was reading the critical hit and I was like, what? So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Ekard, you are being engaged by this bodyguard.
This bodyguard did not see me drop my disguise, did he?
No, he did not.
In that case, I'm going to try my Looney Tunes my way past him, and on the staircase, I just adopt this look of horror and shove off to the side and point up the stairs and say, "He went that way.
Okay.
Go after him."
Roll me a deception or performance check, your choice. Okay. I will find out what he does on. Do you have anything else you'd like to do?
I just tried to squeeze past him and get to the bottom of the stairs.
All right. I'll let me just quickly see what he does before I move you. But let me see here. Yeah. He wow. Yeah. Okay. He looks at you, looks back up the stairs, and runs on by. And going to pull him off of the combat. There we go. So, if you would like, you can move down as you squeeze by him. It's just to make sure he wasn't going to like attack you.
Yeah, I just keep an eye out for
Amric? Okay. So Keya, coughing amidst the thick cloud of smoke. What are you doing? As you hear him scampering away.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the sounds of him and go 5 and out of the darkness area.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully I can see out here.
Yep. That didn't seem to work, so I'll just move you. There we go. I don't know if you can see him around the corner there, but he is around the corner there.
I do see him on the map physically, but if I move like here, I should be able to see him better with a better line of sight. And then I will cast Ray of Frost again.
Mm-hmm.
Meow.
Hey.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
fuck
my God.
Yo.
you, buddy.
Oh, you're going to kill him, and it's not going to be my fault.
5.
Wow.
Yeah, catches him. He staggers slightly. Keeps running.
And then, how messed up does he look?
Let's see. He is bloodied. So, yeah, he's looking pretty hurt.
Trying to decide on whether or not to play my next move, but okay. So that's it for me then.
Okay. So Beriadan, as you hear Keya casting a spell and Amric's cry of pain, run out of the darkness.
Yeah, I'll just run out that way, and I'll assume like once I make eye
Directly.
contact with him, I'll stop
You
him.
basically run into him, yeah.
And I will think about using my I go to use my hand, and I go to like touch him with it, and then like I pause and just like kind of went last time and go and then instead I'll kind of like pull back, and I'm gonna try and angle this so it doesn't hit Keya, but I'm gonna basically cast Thunder Wave, so I'm gonna clap my hands together, pushing the edge in the Thunder Wave, in a 15-foot cube, but that basically I can try and create it if you want, but I'm basically just trying to angle it like at him and probably towards the furniture over there.
Yeah, sure. So 15-foot cube would look something like that. Yeah, you absolutely could, without hurting any of your companions.
So I'll just like thunderclap in his face.
All right.
So
that's a saving throw from him, correct?
It is. I can roll it here.
He meets the check.
Right, but I think he still takes half damage.
Probably it's a leveled spell, right?
Yep. So he takes half damage, but he isn't pushed. Okay. So he withstands it, but he still takes the half damage. I guess it automatically will do the half for him, right?
Yeah, we'll hopefully. Damn. Okay, yeah. He is staggered slightly under the loud, thunderous clap that sends furniture and bottles scattering around the room. You have anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, I will try and cut him off.
Sure.
I will call that my turn as I square up to him.
Asmodeus, you come pelting out of the smoke cloud. You see the ruined bar and your friend Beriadan engaging this man, such as he is.
Okay, no, I'll call it. Are we sure we don't want to kill him? And then
Yes, we need him for money.
all right, fine. And then I'll take my dagger and just kind of like try to take the blunt end, I guess, and hit him over the head with it.
Sure.
Would I be able to do non-lethal damage with my hex or no? Because it does an extra d6 of necrotic damage.
I'll say sure. It's part of the weapon attack.
Okay, so I'll transfer my hex onto him then as my bonus action, and then make an attack with my dagger. That was
A hit.
same difference.
All right.
It did kill him.
You crack him in the face as he's recovering from the thunderclap. And he's holding his nose in one hand, and the other up. The dagger in one initially dropped. He says, I yield.
Damn right you will.
Ekard, as you dodge a stool and hear Amric apparently surrendering. What are you doing?
I was about to say I was hoping to maybe see him from where I was, but apparently I didn't. So I'm just coming up over here, and I basically raise my rapier in one hand and hold my empty hand up, and just ready to hit him with either a. I guess I'll take a readied action to hit him with an Eldritch Blast if he tries anything stupid.
Sure. I thought you were gonna say
stupid.
I thought you were gonna say hit him with the old razzle dazzle. So
I was originally gonna go with Guiding Bolt, but I'm like, I don't know if Guiding Bolt deals non-lethal damage. So
no spells typically cannot deal non-lethal damage, unfortunately.
okay.
You have to be using a melee weapon.
Okay, well in that case, I'll just take a ready action to, I'll stand my ground and be ready to lunge after him if he tries anything stupid.
Sure. So as the smoke clears, Amric, dagger dropped on the ground, cradling his apparently broken nose in one hand, and then hand going to his other his guiding bolt injury, or not guiding bolt, ray of frost injury. Just kind of glares up at you.
Thanks for the money.
Well, that went better than expected.
He has surrendered. And we are out of initiative order, and you are able to move your tokens freely again, I hope.
Okay, so for my hex, he'll have disadvantage on strength checks for the next hour.
Gotcha.
Or as long as I'm concentrating on it.
Would my Thunder Gauntlets be able to do non-lethal damage?
I would say yes.
So I'm gonna just try and like smash him into the wall with the Thunder Gauntlets and knock him out.
Okay. Yeah.
And I had 50 feet of hempen rope. I could tie him up after we knock him out.
Yeah, as he's like going to reply to Asmodeus's thanks for the money quip, you crack him in the face.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just like put the glove up to his face. Like it wouldn't even look like it's violent at first because I'm not
Yeah.
swinging my hand at him. I'm just like raising my hand up,
Yeah.
and then it releases the energy like in his face,
Sure.
and I like blast him into the wall, right? Like,
Iron Man repulsor.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, as he goes to say something. Let's see, can I reveal this? I don't know.
Witty repartee denied.
I'm picking his dagger
He
up.
he goes to say something, and then is just the hand appears from off screen and just blasts him into the wall. He collapses to the ground unconscious.
Sorry,
Alright.
everyone. I didn't trust him. He
Fair
already
enough.
pulled one trick. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Ekard, what happened to the other god?
I just kind of said that Mortlock ran past me, and he just went right upstairs.
Right then.
We might be fighting our
Wonderful.
way out of here.
Yeah, he might be a problem when we go up. That's not a big deal though. The other ones were pushovers.
Yeah, like I said, this went surprisingly smoother than I had anticipated.
Maybe it's just my curiosity, but I am curious to see what's downstairs.
I'll go take a look.
May I
I'm
join
picking up.
you?
Absolutely, and I'm gonna pick up Amric's dagger because it looked cool as shit.
Okay.
While they do that, we've got 6 manacles, I guess.
Yep.
So I'm gonna
Heck
take by manacles. Like one manacle is like both the pieces.
Yes. It's like
Right.
the handcuffs, right?
6 pairs of manacles.
So I will manacle him with his hands behind his back.
Sure. Let me put on a thing so that I don't forget.
I guess I won't need my hempen rope to tie him up then.
You could do it extra if you want, but I figured the manacles would be
Tie up his feet.
more efficient.
And
Yeah, tie his feet if you wish.
Never hurts to be safe.
And as I'm walking away, maybe put a gag in his mouth or a bag on his head.
Give me a second here.
And I just hop behind the bar to start searching for booze to celebrate our victory.
Yeah, easy enough. There is lots of bottles of cheap cheap smelling, tasting, looking, etc. Ale, couple bottles of wine, rum, that sort of thing. I'll move you guys downstairs below decks.
And I'm looking through all of this and I'm like thinking, man, this guy's rich as shit and he can't afford anything good? What the hell?
Rich people tend to keep their money.
So, you the two of you step below decks. You find yourselves in a very damp, cool portion of the vessel. Puddles of water are collected in areas where the floor has bowed anyway, and the whole area reeks of vomit and urine. You can hear the sounds of sleeping, like snoring, coming from some curtained off areas south of the ship, in the southern portion of the ship, rather.
I'll like motion back to Keya and just kind of put a finger to my lips and start stealthing.
I
Alright.
shall do the same.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna talk to Nergal and be like, Nergal, can you go invisible and just scout out the area, please?
Yes, yes.
So the Raven takes off invisibly. You see the various curtains ruffle as Nurgle pokes his head inside. And after a few moments, he pops back up in front of you.
Some sleeping ones.
In which rooms?
All of them.
Okay then. All right, Keya. It seems that the more people sleeping here. Maybe not check any of the curtains. Oh, sorry.
Fine, all right.
Or we can still check, but maybe not go in.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're into that sort of thing. Anyways.
Won't answer.
I'm gonna check to see if this door is locked.
It doesn't seem to be. I think you can open it if you click on it.
Yeah, and I'm just being
Yep.
cautious. Do I hear anything on the other side?
Roll perception. Keya, as you kind of like poke your head around, you see that the curtained off areas have. You don't hear anything on the other side of the door, by the way.
Okay.
Each of the curtained off areas seems to have a simple, crude bed. Each one is occupied by a man who you could generously describe as rough looking. They seem to be sleeping off a hangover. Asmodeus, you creak open the door and find yourself in a simple a simple cabin, including a surprisingly nice bed, an empty desk, chair, and wardrobe. An oil lantern hangs from a rusted hook bolted to the mast.
Through the desk.
The desk is empty. It seems as though this room has not been in use for some time.
Ah, lame. Anything in the wardrobe?
Again,
Ah, lame. Alright,
empty.
there's nothing in here. Unless you would like to use the bed.
Preferably not.
Fair enough.
And I'll just I'll mention that looks like some goons, perhaps, just sleeping. No prisoners, nothing of interest, unfortunately.
Sounds good. Let us proceed then.
Pull you back up. Oh. Bada boom.
Oh. Alright, nothing down there. Ekard, what are you serving?
Nothing but cheap booze and wine up here, I'm afraid.
That's fine by me. It all goes to the same place and it all comes out the same hole.
Fair enough. And I search for the least cheap bottle of wine and just pop it right open.
Yeah, one sec.
Sneeze.
Yeah, you probably heard. Yeah.
Excuse me, sneeze.
Yeah, you search through. Most of the bottles don't even have labels. You do find one that has a faded label that says Red Dragon Crush on it. Pop it open, revealing a not actually terrible wine. Not at all. There's only mugs to serve it in, but
And hey, it's better than drinking it out of the bottle direct, so.
yep. So you can certainly pour as many of the party a mug of wine as you would like.
I'll go ahead and I'll serve it 4 glasses.
Well, thank you, Ekard.
Thank you.
While we take those glasses, real quick, 2 things.
Mhm.
On Amric, I think it's Amric, yeah.
Yep.
One, I'm gonna just check him over and see what he's got on him.
Sure. He has a signet ring of you can only assume is his family signet ring.
I'm gonna remove that just in
Yep.
case.
As well as 4 additional daggers in like little wee pockets.
Yep, I'll take all those out.
And I'll add this all to the party sheet for ease later. He has 2 platinum coins and 25 gold coins in a small pouch.
Yep, I'll take all that too.
And let's see.
We're just gonna rob this fucker blind, aren't we?
Heck yeah.
What else are you gonna do with them? Let me just double check one thing. That's not what I wanted.
Was the dagger that he dropped on the ground part of those 4
No.
daggers? Okay.
Yeah, so he had the one he was holding and then 3 like kind of, well, you saw in the image.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Let me see. What else does he have on him?
He seemed like he had some tricks up his sleeve, so I want to make sure he's got none left.
I'm real tempted to take all these daggers and just kind of sequester them away to have like some throwing stuff in case I need them.
I already have 4, but if there's a special one, I would like it.
None of them seem particularly special.
Okay, then never mind.
Let me double check. What else?
And while you're double checking that, I don't think you have any problem with this. I'm going to use my magical tinkering to I'm going to pull out my my blacksmith tools again, and kind of like almost more like I'm working with stone, like kind of like etching, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to etch just some arcane symbols on the manacles so that they glow. They give that 5 feet of light and then 5 feet of dim light.
Okay.
And then like after I finish that, I'll just look up at Keya and say, just in case he gets any ideas, we'll let him know that these are magically enhanced manacles that explode when removed improperly.
Oh, excellent.
Let's
If
see.
only there was a spell for that. If I could perhaps tinker, we might be able to find a way to actually enchant the manacles at some point.
Oh, we could certainly look into the prospect of it. Indeed, yes. In fact, technically, I did just enchant them, so adding another enchantment is very much possible. Yes.
Might be easier just to shoot him in the back of the head with our Eldritch Blast Ekard if he tries to get away.
Yes, well, but we need him alive, so...
Then you're going to blow off his hands.
Plus, I was thinking too, if any of his friends are waiting up above, now we have an additional reason, like they can't just rescue him. We now have a means where only we can release him, right?
Fair
I'll,
enough.
like, I'll give like the widest wink to everybody, like.
I've
you
added,
guys missed it. It was great.
I've added his signet ring, the money on his person, and his 4 daggers to the party sheet.
I was about to say, I mean, are his 4 daggers any different than the 9 we already have?
Nope.
I was about to say, we might just be better off just consolidating all of that.
We have some daggers.
Yep.
We have to open up our own dagger shop.
I mean, I've already got 2 on my person here, so...
I already have 4, but can never have too many daggers.
You can throw them.
Yep. I'll take another 4. Fuck it.
I have like 2, so...
Nothing wrong with having extra daggers. So, as you sip the wine and plan what to do, what is going on? As you finish up etching your glowing sigils into Amric's manacles.
Alright, since that idiot guardsman that Ekard tricked hasn't come back yet, should we just carry on?
Yes, I do believe we could probably just get out of here, no problem.
Yep. Sounds good to me. Let's pay our respects to Laura.
All right.
Try not to tell her that Beriadan made a huge mess.
Let me get
And
everyone.
be on our way.
Is it possible to only take like 3 of the daggers from the party sheet?
Oh, you should be able to.
Yeah, just click and drag one at a time.
Oh, alright.
I'm just gonna put you guys kind of scattered about. You find Laura and her bouncers sitting at the bar, apparently drinking, not pointedly not making eye contact with you as you haul Amric up and out. She raises her wine glass to you though as you stroll on by.
I'll salute her and say, "Problem has been taken care of, Captain."
She just nods and then takes a drink.
I'm assuming we can expect that she will not say anything. She didn't see anything.
Yep,
There's nothing to see.
exactly.
Exactly.
Let's see here. All right, I'll move you guys up to the top deck. Again, just kind of position yourselves as you please. I'll put Amric there. Now, before you get too far, something does happen. One moment. So, as you emerge onto the deck once more, the two ravens on the deck scream at you as they did before. But this time, they go silent when Amric is revealed to be among your number. They look at they look at each other for a moment, then back at you, then back at each other, before shifting into a pair of imps, and starting to swoop down. We're back in initiative. You may arrange yourselves as you please. I just had before we lock tokens, by the way.
Probably around there.
Once again, I'm dead last in initiative. That's alright, you always save the best for last anyway, so.
Exactly.
Yep. Have to get that opportunity to run away and come back.
That was weird. NPC initiatives didn't work. How strange. Anyways.
That extra 3 is on Beriadan, so he's at 18 again.
Gotcha. God, make sure everyone's good. Okay. So, locking tokens. And, Beriadan, you're first on the agenda as these imps start swooping down towards you. They are 40 feet in the air. I just want to point that out.
Piss. Okay, I only want to move to 5 feet then.
Okay. I'll just do that.
Yeah, like something like that. Yeah. Okay. Seeing that they're a little bit up there, not entirely familiar with battling such creatures, I am gonna just give a acid splash a go.
Sounds good.
So I am gonna try and hit both of them with it.
Allow it.
Okay. So we'll go boom. Is that an advantage or disadvantage? I saw 2 dice for some reason. Oh, is it because it's a ranged spell, but I was beside them?
Nope. It's a different reason.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
It succeeded.
Yeah.
Dodging out of the way.
I assume the other. Oh, haha,
That one's
idiot.
a failure.
Nice.
Sorry, yeah, it dodged. Yes. You may roll damages.
Fuck. Well, that's the extent of my damage input for this. Yeah, that's my turn. Yep.
Okay. So, the first one sails down and lands on the deck in front of you. Quite small, looking surprisingly like the creature that Asmodeus had summoned previously. He goes to sting at you with his barbed tail, but your armor absorbs the blow. The second one lands on the deck and scampers over towards you, making another attempt with a sting. Again, armor protects you. Asmodeus, as these imps land on the deck, what are you up to?
I'm going to point my finger at the one on the opposite side of Beriadan and cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Go for it.
Eldritch Blast.
A miss.
Ah, shit.
Taking off a piece of the railing as the imp and Beriadan dodge your blast.
And then I will use my bonus action to command Nurgle to go ahead and try to attack the other raven or the other imp.
Can they attack? I think they can.
They can attack because of the pack of the chain.
Okay.
And I can do it as a bonus action because of an invocation I took.
Cool. Just making sure.
Yeah,
That's-
no worries. I made sure I read it.
Yeah, that's weird. I like it though. And it'll just make him use the same attack because the imp. Yeah, the one that's
Yes,
closest to
this
you,
is-
correct?
The sting attack. Yeah, I pulled up an imp sheet.
Yep.
Where you can do it.
He misses.
Okay.
I just used the imp's own attack against itself.
Nice.
Keya, as your companions are being swarmed by these little red men, what are you doing?
Oh gosh, little red men. I will cast Ray of Frost at the one on this side.
That's a hit.
Oh yeah. Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah. As you cast your Ray of Frost, striking the imp, it staggers, but you notice that immediately before striking, the ray partially melted, seemingly under the creature's natural body heat. Do you have anything else you'd want to do?
No, that's it for now.
Ekard, you're just gonna run over there?
Yeah,
Alright.
this one's on the deck, you said, right? It's not flying?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do something a little different. I'm gonna hit this with a bit of a booming blade here.
Sounds good. With advantage.
Right. Let me reroll that.
That's the
Oh wait, that's the
yeah.
damage.
Yeah, make an attack first.
Fuck. I don't know why it didn't give me an attack roll on that.
Just make a normal weapon attack with
Yep. Sorry about that. That's
No
my
problem.
bad.
That hits.
I rolled 2 10s on that. That's funny.
Yeah, that hits, causing it to break apart and disappear in a burst of hellfire. Anything else you'd like to do?
I didn't accidentally, add damage on that twice due to my misrolls, did I?
Nope, the first one did not apply to it.
Alright, cool. I'll just go ahead and I'll move up to this one here and call it a done deal.
Sounds good. Beriadan, 1 imp down, 1 remaining. What are you doing?
Now that it's within range, I shall attempt to Thunder Gauntlet it.
Very good.
So it's a thunder damage. Jum.
That hits.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Of course, it has that disruptive effect on it.
All right, let's see.
That's my turn.
All right. And it's going to go and try to make a sting at you then. See what it's got. A miss. That plate armor ain't no joke. Asmodeus, you're up. The last imp on its last legs.
Alright, just firing off an Eldritch Blast.
Do it.
Doing it.
A hit. And with that, another puff of hellfire. It is gone.
Temporary hit points. That's good. Alright, and then Minerva can come perch back on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
That was unexpected.
He had a demon below. No sense to believe that he wouldn't have one above.
Sweeping around just to make sure there's nothing else of any out of the ordinary.
The only thing would be that would be the seagulls scattered around the deck, which now that you're looking around, you notice have been stung to death. Otherwise, you seem to be alone.
So where are we taking Emmerich? Are we taking him to sorry.
Mortlock?
Martlock, sorry. Yes.
Let's call him Morty.
Well,
Morty.
Mortlock did say he was leaving.
Okay, so
Did
where
he
are we taking Emmerich?
Well, I think if it's fine with you, Ekard, we'll take him back to your place and determine our next move more precisely than this one, I think. And Mortlock could still be there, I guess, right?
Yes, I guess that is true.
I suppose. I mean, I could always move house if I need to.
Oh, great. I get to see Ekard's place.
It ain't much, I assure you.
That's fine. I
Oh,
wasn't expecting a lot.
Yes, it's quite a fine place, I would say.
It did the job.
And I must say, by the way, Ekard, the rapier did good, didn't it?
Yeah, it did great.
Do you
Nice.
even
I'm
make an
happy
attack
to
with
see.
rapier? I don't believe I've even seen him make an attack with the rapier. Oh, I guess that one attack on that imp. Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Exactly, yes. He just slew it, and I added a little bit of infusion to it to make it a little more effective for Ekard, and he used it to great value. I see.
Very fancy. So I get the next magical weapon. Yes. Yes. Agreed.
Potentially, but also
Nope,
eventually,
agreed. I get the next magical weapon.
As he's walking off the ship.
Yeah.
well, I'll give the next infusion then to, I guess, you then, Keya. If he gets the next weapon, I guess that's fair.
I wasn't expecting an infusion, anyways.
So, you gather up and make your way back to Ekard's place. I'm gonna just give Amric one hit point, just so that he's not dead. And Ekard, you lead the gang back, and are I would say surprisingly not harassed on your way back, but in truth, a group lugging a body around the streets of Baldur's Gate, especially in the lower city, is not an uncommon sight. So, you are not accosted on your way back. Make it safely in and can prepare to plan your next move.
Sounds good. We can just keep him tied up in the closet for the time being.
Easy enough.
Shall we split the gold?
If that is the best option, yes.
If we wish, yes, okay. I dare say we maybe our most prudent choice, because we shouldn't keep him here. We should maybe soon find the next option, right?
Oh yeah.
Distribute the coin real quick. Sorry.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't feel comfortable with him in my house, but I mean, we don't have much of another choice.
Unclear about what the plan was. Was he just planning on doing something, and that's why we took him? Kidnapped him.
Well, Mortlock had said that his brother was out to kill him, and his mother had the letter. And, I mean, just generically, we tried to save Mortlock from whatever scheme that these two are playing at.
Obviously, Mortlock's not here at this point, right?
No, he had left when you
Right.
yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to distribute the money. The button that says distribute money is not working, so.
Yes, please don't give it all to Asmodeus.
I'll take it all. It's fine.
Don't you touch it.
Part of our intent was the fact that this evil family, perhaps putting them in their place and perhaps getting some type of blackmail could be useful. But however, there was also that other of the major lords of Waterdeep who they made the deal with the Baneites to assassinate. If we perhaps took not Mortlock, Emmerich here, to that lord and had him confess what his family's doing, not only would that, do good for Baldur's Gate and potentially save that man's life, but I would assume he would provide us with some form of compensation for saving him.
And how exactly are we going to get him to confess the truth?
Whether we do it or whether we just provide him as an opportunity to speak with this other lord, and maybe this other lord can receive a confession from him in his own way, right?
Oh.
Or we could.
I figured it out.
Nice.
Yay!
That, or we could, forge a letter in Amric's name, confessing, and send it to a lord, and put his signet ring stamp on it, and then just make him disappear.
What do you mean by disappear? I don't have a spell for that. I don't think Keya does either.
Well, he could swim. He could sleep with the fishes, or he could just be 6 feet under, or if you
Well,
catch my drift.
we did find him 6 feet under water level, I believe. At least 6 feet. That's where we found him. So
He's
putting him back there
talking
would.
about killing him.
Ah! Right. Right.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Obviously, book smarts isn't everything.
You need a mix of both. And Beriadan is getting there.
I
He's learning.
I don't think I am getting there on that aspect, but that's fine with me. I will say I don't feel comfortable killing the man.
Oh no, me neither.
Okay, I'll do it.
Well, no, I don't think either you should kill him either. I think that finding a reward and maybe even a reward that includes justice and law would be a fine outcome.
Those are so boring, though.
Yes, but
But I
would your
do like the idea
conscience
of
feel
money.
better? And yes,
I do
money
like the
and
idea of
a better
consequence
conscience.
money.
One
Conscience,
other
nah, I
thing.
don't care.
I think we did forget to mention. I don't know if this is of any relevance right now to our particular situation, but we did find out that the mother is the one who has been opening these portals to hell, wasn't it?
That is correct. Or is at least involved with the groups that were doing so.
Yes.
I believe
To-
the exact wording was funding.
Yeah, to our knowledge, she's not like an archmage or anything, right?
No.
Like she's not a magic wielder, but yeah, whether she's
Involved with
hired
it.
somebody to do it is another thing. Yeah.
So we could get access to her estate by forging a letter using his signet ring again to give us permission to say we are his emissaries or of some sort, or his hired help.
What if we compromise? What if we do that? And before we infiltrate, as I don't know what means you wish to get to here, but to infiltrate, as you're suggesting, what if we first drop him off at the other lord's place and let him know, like, this family, we have some evidence in the letter.
Yes.
This family is looking to assassinate you, and we've captured the son, so at least you have leverage or something. Potentially
also-
gain a reward, and then we can do your maneuver. I think that could be a good 1-2.
And it would benefit, especially since I sent him that letter.
Yes, you sent Duke Dillard Portier a letter warning of a assassination attempt against his life using Keya's signet.
So if we were to deliver him to Duke Portier, then perhaps Duke Portier would be able to have some means of finding out the truth from him, whether it be magical means or any number of other things.
Gotcha.
Yes, unfortunately, but I don't like to dwell on that.
So soft you all are.
You may think me soft, but I've come from a hard background.
I'm sure you have. With a silver spoon in hand.
Well, if we deliver Amric over to Duke Portier, then not only would the Duke be able to ascertain the truth from him, but would also prove to the Duke that, hey, we can be trusted. We might be able to get some influence in with the Duke on that as well. We might be able to use that to our advantage on top of everything else.
I must say, selfishly, from my own point of view, I'm not from Baldur's Gate, though I've lived here for some time. My original home was, in fact, destroyed in a cataclysmic event, not unlike what we saw from that city pulled to hell. I don't like that there are people responsible for this right now who are achieving these ends. And as even apprehending this man, they are summoning devils and demons and conspiring with them, and that must be challenged. It must be met.
Agreed.
Whatever
Well,
you like.
Well, like I
Whatever
said,
you
we can probably get the Duke's support in getting after this. Who is Amric's mother again?
That would be Thalamara Vanthampur, Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate, on the Council of Four. One of the four, now three, with Grand Duke Alder Ravengard missing in action after his delegation was
And
pulled into hell with the rest of Elturel.
and this one Duke that we're reporting to, he's also one of the Council of Four.
Yes, he is.
We might be able to convince him to move against Lady Vanthampur, however you pronounce her name.
Don't worry,
And-
it is a nightmare.
Yeah, we might be able to get his support in taking her down, or at least at the very least confronting her. Maybe see about making our way into getting this reversed or investigated at the very minimum.
Yes, perhaps that is another route to take.
I think that is the only effective route. I think that's exactly what we must do. And by all means, using the signet ring letter as a method, perhaps once we have more of a plan with Duke Portier, could in fact be effective. But I think our first step is to involve a Duke or a powerful member of Baldur's Gate upper echelon before we move forwards. I mean, we've now made a very powerful enemy, and I think we need to use the human we have now, or I hate this. What do we call him? I don't. He's our prisoner. Do we call him that?
He's our hostage, essentially.
I don't like that word.
Our bargaining chip, then.
That also feels wrong. But you're absolutely right. Both words count.
Cannon fodder.
No.
No.
Let's call him
Respectfully
our.
disagree.
Let's call him our unwilling associate.
Prisoner.
Yeah, we should make use of his
slave.
effectiveness as soon
He's
as
our
possible.
guest for the time being.
Why did you call him a slave? That's not what he's not. What?
We
No.
could make him a slave.
No, preferably not. Yes, I
Respectfully
believe
disagree with
yes.
Asmodeus on that too.
You could shackle him to the ground, Ekard, and then just give him a length of chain, and then he could just clean your apartment all day.
I have prestidigitation for
Again.
that, thank you.
mm,
All right, fine. It's just an idea. Just shooting it out there.
Asmodeus, how many slaves do you have?
None.
Insight check.
I'm not lying. I don't have any.
Not yet, anyway.
It's up to you to believe him, but no, he seems to be on the level.
Good to know. Good to know.
So your plan right now is to go and bring Amric to Duke Portier and explain all this. Try to get a better plan once you have maybe some more support within the city.
Yeah, and possibly
Sum it
use
up.
his signet ring to forge a letter to maybe see about gaining access to Lady Van Pam.
Damn. We'll call her
Lady
Lady.
Vampire's estate. I don't care what her
We'll
name
call her
is.
Lady Vampy for now. Yes, good.
He's the Benedict Cumberbatch of fucking no.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that name. Are you talking about Benadryl Cucumber Patch? All right. So with that plan in place, we'll end it here for now.
Okay,
Good
and
game,
so
everyone.
For the evening, though, in my downtime, I will like to investigate this engraved bone and actually fucking figure out what it does.
Sounds good. I'll get back to you on that.
Yep.
Hell
Good
yeah,
game,
I look
everybody.
at it.
Next time.
Yep, GG, y'all.
Yep.
See you next week.
Thank you to all our YouTube subscribers. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Hit that like, subscribe button. You know,
All two
follow
of
us
you?
for more-
Yeah,
2 or 3.
content.
I'll close the server.
Join us next
Yep.
time for more Asmodeus angst.
Angstmadeus.
Angstmadeus.
Seriously though, for all those watching, we do thank you. We appreciate your support.
It's true. It's true.
If you made it this far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll see
Yep.
you next week.
Yeah, have a good one.
Good
Thank
night.
you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.